Okay, we're back again. Oh, I have my stream on in the background. There we go. Let me post the link here. Alright, so this is a Season 7 Cup game. It is going to be sruman playing Crab versus Luke Bitmetal playing Crane. Right away we see a Two-Fate Satoshi. Ooh, not playing the Kaio Envoy. So, personally, as a Crab player, if I ever see a Kaio Envoy and I don't play it, I'm not happy. There could be a good reason for that, but definitely doesn't feel good. Maybe I'll post this link in Crab Chat just to see if any of the crabs want to watch. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Satoshi dug hard. Ooh. Looks like there was a large Satoshi mill there. We saw 5 bids. So let's see what the Satoshi milled there. There's an iron mine, that's good if he has any rebuilds. 2 favorable grounds, there are 3 in his deck. So he still has one of those left. What is this, a dragon game? They're passing all their conflicts. Luke says, leave me alone. 2 keeper initiates, that's pretty good. Pretty good. And yeah, not too much else that's really that interesting to talk about. So I have to say that feels like a pretty decent mill there. You get your 2 keepers, you get your iron mine. I like it. It looks like, ooh, this is the last conflict here. Looks like we are going to see the Doji Whisperer attack with the Void Ring. Interesting. Ooh, finds shameful display. Luke is not happy about that. Luke is running the Dragon Splash here, it looks like. 3 let go, 2 Tattooed Wanderer. We see Shameful Display get used. We see an Admit Defeat. Yep, there's the bow. There is an assassinate, actually assassinating the brash samurai. And voice of honor was not turned on there, so nothing you can do about that. We see an ornate fan. He's going to go ahead and break this shameful display. I think you're still happy with this as crab, though. The downside is your shameful display broke and you got void ringed, but the upside is you got off that free assassinate, and this ornate fan is going to waste now. The Satoshi duplicate gets discarded as well, which is not what you want, but hey, that was my only good province, yeah. Still, I think, yeah, the other problem is Crane gets the favor. So hopefully he has either a reprieve or a rebuild in his hand. If he has the rebuild, I think he keeps these Shuichis. And he does keep the Shuichis. On Crane's side, ooh, we see Yoshi. So I expect he will play Yoshi here. He has 10 Fate. You could play Yoshi 2 Fate and then Challenger no Fate. Not sure if that would be correct. He does play the Challenger no Fate, so I think that is what he's going to do. We see the Kaio Envoy. Ooh, he doesn't even play Yoshi, he just passes. There's Shuichi, we're going to see the dupe. And then if you have rebuild, I would just play it here. He does not play it here, though. There is actually a favorable ground in play, so he could potentially get Shuichi's ability off anyway. Satoshi not used either. It is a little bit risky with only 14 cards left. What's happening? Doji Challenger is attacking, finds Manicured Garden. So you're pretty happy with that as crab. The other two options were defend the wall and meditations. So yeah, I think this is the best one for him to find here for crab. We see a defense with the Kaio Envoy. This is military. We'll see if the Doji Challenger... So the Doji Challenger could pull in Satoshi here and then retreat with the favorable ground. I think that would potentially be strong. We see a rebuild. It's going to get that Iron Mine back in play. So now, I think now you pull in the Shuichi, if you're going to pull somebody, so that he can't use his covert. You could pull in Shuichi, force the stronghold use, and then run home. Which seems like it would be fine, and I think that is what he's going to do. We see Shuichi pulled in. Kai Shuichi gets used, Manicured Garden gets used, getting all that fate. For real this time, hype, says Nephriel. Yep. We got Crane versus Crab here. So much fate. Yeah, Luke has 9 fate, actually. That's pretty crazy. So not playing the Yoshi here means that he'll have to... I don't know if he can actually keep favor this turn. Depends on what's in his hand. He could have some conflict characters to potentially try and win some conflicts. Ooh. Okay, there's a mountain does not fall, but a censure cancels it. That was a one-time censure in Luke's deck, so pretty lucky that he had that. And there's like 3 people here. Almost all Europeans are sleeping and Americans have a holiday. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's why no one's here. There were a few people for the last game, but let's see. We see a watch commander on Shuichi. I think that is a bit of an order mistake. I think you should play the watch commander before the mountain does not fall. So if there is a censure, then he loses an honor for it. That is going to win in the conflict without needing to use his stronghold, though. We do see a Hiruma Skirmisher, so he's going to be able to get a covert here. Probably going to go for an Earth Ring. Has to be Earth or Water, I think. Yeah, Earth or Water. And Earth definitely seems better with those 2 Keeper Initiates in the discard pile. So he's going to covert the Challenger. Finds Meditations. Literally the best province to find here. That is some pretty good luck. So the Shameful was kind of... yeah, actually, just overall, Crab has been having really good luck with provinces this game. We see no defense. We'll see if he has a... he has an Assassinate. So your Skirmisher gets assassinated. That's fine. Oh, he Iron Mines it. Nice. Interesting. Yeah. So he is going to win the conflict. It's a policy debate. That's pretty good. Gets his 2 keepers. So yeah, I definitely don't see Crane winning the favor this turn, which means that playing Yoshi next turn is only going to get him a big pile of stats, which I guess is not bad. He spends his fate on a political rival, though. That's pretty good. So we'll probably see him do... Let's see. Maybe you do a water attack and go right Shuichi. That seems like the play here. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, not sure why you don't just go into Manicured Garden. And yeah, Covert Shuichi, go for Watering. Seems good. We see a defense with a Keeper Initiate. There's an Ornate Fan. Nefriel says error here, I think. He's getting kind of low. That is true. Luke is getting a little bit low on honor, but I think coverting the Shuichi and then bowing him with the Watering is the correct choice here. Probably. It's hard to say. But I do like that better. He has a court games, gonna dishonor the keeper initiate. There's a counter court games to re-honor. Crab has political left, yes. Yeah. So yeah, definitely want to bow that Satoshi if you can. What happened? Ooh, another political rival. That's a serious rivalry, yep. Political rival is a really good card. And we see a pass. So that is going to be a win. Could try to break, I guess. There's a for shame, yeah. So he is going to break this. Which is pretty good. It's a significant break here. Nefriel says, I fear away the crab, though. Yeah, away the crab is definitely a risk here. We'll see what happens. If he has Way of the Crab, he can even just Way of the Crab this Envoy right now to kill the challenger and then get a free attack. I don't often want the old Phoenix box, but I guess this is one of those times. Yeah, if he had the old Phoenix box, he could actually get favor here by leaving the challenger standing. That's pretty funny. And we see a past conflict. He wants to hold on to that favor. Doesn't think he has really a chance to win the conflict. We see a reprieve on Satoshi. We see a let go on the reprieve. And a pass. So Satoshi will die. Could be worse. Worked out, yep. We're going to see Yoshi get discarded since he doesn't have the favor. Wants to find a low-cost character to protect against Way of the Crab. And here's a bunch of holdings from Crab. Luke says, oh, okay. And the Imperial Palace on an unbroken province. Luckily, he's already spent his censure, so he doesn't need the favor too badly. We see Yasuki, we see Politician, we see a pass, and we see Narishma. Probably flip a province here. Could do it later, I guess. Wonder if you buy the... No, he doesn't buy the scout. Has he played any assassinates yet? He's played one assassinate. Ooh, he's on 4 honor though, so assassinating this Yasuki would actually potentially kill him here. We could... I think what we might potentially see here is we could see Shuichi. Ooh, there's a Way of the Crane. Gonna honor a political rival. Interesting. Instead of the Narishma. Not 100% sure why he does that. Because honoring Narishma would just be a +1/+1, whereas honoring the rival, it does have a fate on it, so it'll be stay around till next turn and help turn on Voice of Honor for a longer period of time. I think that's probably why he did it. There's a spyglass, so really daring him here to assassinate this Yasuki, which he lost an honor. Oh, did he bid 2 to 1? Yeah, he bid 2, so he can't assassinate now. Iron Mine, Unbroken Province, Favorable Ground, Palace. It's like all my cards are blank without even having to spend a cloud. Yeah, that'll happen. I think what we might see is a military attack with Shuichi. Ooh, a military attack with the Skirmisher, even better. And he puts 1 fate on her, so I think he definitely has a Way of the Crab in his hand. However, this honored political rival will still be here at the end of the turn, so could just be Voice of Honored. And he's going to go in with just the Skirmisher. Finds Shameful Display. Interesting. So Luke will not be able to honor his politician here because she's already honored. But he will dishonor the Skirmisher. So Crab will need 2 extra military skill if he wants to break this. Contesting the airing. It's possible also... Okay, he has a fine katana. We see a bonsai, though, on the Sevi politician. I was going to say it's possible that he just wanted the fate on the airing. Ooh, but we're going to see a double bonsai on the Skirmisher. And since Luke cannot assassinate here, yeah, he's just going to pass. So that's going to be a conflict win for Crab. Going to steal an honor with the airing. Says Mr. Trigger Rip. Yeah, he forgot to Shameful Display. Ooh, that's actually a big mistake there. Forgetting to Shameful Display would have actually prevented the break. But yeah, Luke is just saying to proceed. It was an unforced error. So, but yeah, the airing will get resolved. And we see Narishma highlighted here for an attack at the Imperial Palace. Going to do his military attack here, get that out of the way. And it might actually be difficult. Ooh, so this is defend the wall. So that's even more incentive now for Crab to win this conflict. So I think maybe you actually defend with Shuichi and the Keeper. That would be 5 skill. Highlighting the Shrewd Yasuki. So this would be 4. Just the Yasuki? Just the Keeper? Not sure about this. Okay, he does defend with both. Uses Spyglass. And I expect the Yasuki will get used first action. Well, actually, you don't really need to. Might as well, though, I think. Yeah, he is going to do that. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, Luke is actually going to win that conflict. Ooh. It looks like the crab player forgot a trigger this time. Can't believe I read it backwards. So maybe he actually thought he was winning there? Or could have potentially thought it was political? Yeah, sruman didn't use box. Usually that's a crane mistake. Dishonoring Kai Shuichi. So yeah, that's a pretty big mistake, but I think it's equalized by the pretty big mistake from Luke, so potentially it won't end up mattering. And he's actually going to attack. Okay, going Void Ring. Yeah, this makes sense. Because the Keeper is just going to get coverted anyway, so you might as well make one of them defend and then get the free fate. Think that is correct. Let's see. So yeah, contesting the Void Ring. Think we should see a defense. Ooh, double defense. So this is Crab's last attack. So he could be thinking that he just doesn't want to risk Crab having another card to win this conflict and losing one of these political rivals. So he's just going to defend with both of them. And the other thing that's kind of bad for this, or bad for Crab about this, is if you leave Shuichi at home now, he's not going to use his ability this turn to gain a fate, although you do already have 6 fate, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We see a pass, we see a reprieve on Shuichi. Interesting. So he's afraid, I think, of the Noble Sack in the Fate phase. So he's going to play this reprieve. The problem is, so you're gambling a lot on whether or not he has a let go in hand if you use this Iron Mine. Unless you have another reprieve, then you're fine. Or a rebuild, I guess. Because if he let goes the reprieve, then you can just rebuild, because you know what he's going to do. Way the crabbing the Skirmisher feels a little bit bad now because of the Katana, but I think it's still the correct play if he has it. Yeah, the Iron Mine gets used to save the Keeper Initiate. See if the Let Go comes out. Oh wait, he had the Imperial Palace. So that was actually just a mistake then, not to put Shuichi in the conflict and use his ability to gain a fate. Yeah, that favorable ground going unused I think is a big mistake. Well, I don't know about a big mistake, but yeah, he would have either gotten to draw a card from the Yasuki or gain a fate from Shuichi, so yeah, that's not the correct play there. Okay, so we have, there's a guest of honor, savvy politician. Um, you, I think, oh, I think you probably, let's see, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think you play the Borderlands Defender and the Shrewd Yasuki here. I think that is the play. So Luke is up first here. Plays the savvy politician. Yeah, I think you do Borderlands Defender 2 Fate, Yasuki 2 Fate. He did the Yasuki. He's a cautious scout. And there's the Borderlands Defender, so correct play. At least I think so. Luke will get the passing fate. They're both going to bid 1. Doesn't want any assassinations happening here. And this crane board is looking very without fate currently. So going into next turn might be a little bit tough here. While meanwhile Crab's board just keeps getting bigger. And he has the Yasuki set up with Spyglass now. He has the Shuichi. He's just going to be drawing all the cards and gaining all the fate. This Imperial Palace probably is not going to be going anywhere. So yeah, definitely looking tough for... There's a Spyglass on the Borderlands Defender as well. Looking tough for Crane, I think. He really needed to get that Favor Yoshi combo going. We have the Savvy Politician going on an attack here, it looks like. Ooh, there's another... Oh no, that was the only Spyglass. I thought he just played another Spyglass. How many has he played? Just 2? Yeah, just 2. So the last face down province is Meditation, so you can just attack that if you want. That would be safe. Unless there's a talisman, I guess. Only seen 1 let go. It's going to cover the Borderlands Defender. What is this going to be? Fire? Water, maybe? Air. Okay. Gonna try to get out of that danger zone, I guess. Political air. So maybe you defend with Shuichi and the Yasuki. I think that sounds good. And then first action you have to box. Otherwise he's gonna box Shuichi to bow him. Yeah, so he does use box. We see the favorable ground sending the political rival home. So now he needs to use all of his triggers. He needs. Ooh, there's the talisman. Yeah, so this is the potential problem I was talking about. He's gonna talisman now over to defend the wall and resolve this airing. So things not looking good for Crane. And we see a pass, so he does not have the let go. Talisman will resolve there. So now all that's left is the Shuriyasuki and the Kaio Shuichi triggers. Gains of Fate. And draws a card. This is really like exactly the position you want to be in as Crab, with your opponent on just really low honor, because that means you can really set up these shrewd Yasukis with a lot of fate, and then they just can't do anything about it because they can't assassinate. So he is going to get that airing. Gonna steal an honor. Luke still has 2 honor, and he has an honored character leaving this turn, so I don't think he'll die from dishonor immediately. Nick says, wow, what happened here looks all but over. Yeah, it's definitely swung a lot in Krebs' favor. So much I would have preferred worked differently about that. Yeah, so I think mainly it was just that Crane drew Yoshi, but then wasn't able to keep the favor, and so he ended up not playing Yoshi. And now he's just in a spot where he doesn't have enough cards, he doesn't have enough honor, and he doesn't have any characters really going into next turn. So Crab is just in a really dominating position right now. Luke forgot an Iron Mine and fired off an Assassinate. That hurt too. Yeah, that's true. I think he actually expected that the Iron Mine would not get used because it was just on a skirmisher. Maybe that was just a mistake on his part. Or he could have just forgotten about it. Yeah. So we see this skirmisher attacking meditations. We see a defense, so there's no honor loss. This is the water ring, so he's going to bow one of these political rivals, probably. If I had to guess. Gotta play it off like it was all planned. Yeah, that's true. Yep, bows a political rival. And now Luke is going to have to pass his second attack here unless he has a conflict character. He does still have a lot of fate. And we see a watch commander on the Borderlands defender as well. That's pretty brutal. So now with Luke on such low honor, he's just not even going to be able to play any cards. Might see a reprieve on the honored rival for the kill. I don't think he can do it though because he can't get an unopposed here. Fertile Fields. That's pretty good for Luke. It's going to gain him a fate and draw a card. Yeah, I mean, if Luke goes down to 1 honor, then he could reprieve the political rival for the kill. Route. There's no route in the crab deck. We get the Fertile Field trigger. Unfortunately, he will probably not be able to play any cards this conflict. Ooh, there's a Watch Commander on the Yasuki, so now he definitely won't be able to play any more cards. Yep. And he re-honors Shuichi. Seems good. So he could have dishonored a Crane character there for 1 more chip honor, but he has such a dominant board position here that he probably just doesn't even need to do that. He can just honor Shuichi so he's not. Only 1 let go, bad draw, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not getting... His draws are not terrible. Like, he's got some pretty good cards. He got the Admit Defeat, he got the Censure, those are pretty good. 8-0, geez. So these 2 will die. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to come back at this point from Crane. Just too far behind, I think. Yeah, 3 Watch Commanders. Not a whole lot left you can do. Let's see, we get a Vanguard Warrior even. Coyote Envoy and an Iron Mine, wow. There's a Guest of Honor and, again, a Yoshi, but he doesn't have Favor. Imperial Palace doesn't really help. Shizue doesn't have Favor. So yeah, he's sequencing... Oh, we had... Oh, Way the Crab. Yeah. So that he's just going to call it there. Yeah, so Crab going to pull the win there. Someone was just talking about this on the Discord. I made this image yesterday. Because Mind's Desire was saying that whenever he wants to say yes now, instead he says ye, because I say it all the time. It's pretty good. But yeah, yep. So let's see who he's going to be playing next. So sruman will go on to play For Dream, who is also playing Crane. And then the winner of that game will play someone else. I don't really want to try and say that name, but another crab player. Lots of cranes and crabs in this little section here. Ooh, Sir Largeness is on crane this season. Interesting. So far so good for crab, it looks like. Just need Jokingly to win. We need Rathian to win. Ooh, then they'll have to play each other. Bunch of cranes down here. Yeah, I really want to see the Joe versus Demagogue game, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it. Yeah, no problem. Alright, well, that will be it for the stream. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you later.